I always wanted a life of adventure. Even as a toddler, I was incorrigible. My mother once left me crawling on the kitchen floor and returned 5 minutes later to find me on the kitchen table, suspended over the sink, heading out the open window. I was born on 22nd of December 1960 and grew up in Sindal, Victoria. As an 8-year-old, on weekends, I would run through the surrounding apple orchards to the Glen Waverley train line. I'd set up nails and coins on the tracks and then collect them after the red rattlers had passed. Lying in the bushes as the trains thundered past was the height of excitement. My boundless energy worried my parents, and they found unique ways of keeping me safe. I remember my mother tying me to the clothesline. That was the only way she could hang out the washing without me disappearing. I'd imagined that spies had captured me and I had to escape. Once I discovered books, I read everything I could on early explorers and mountaineers. Dirk Hartog, David Livingstone, Ernest Shackleton, Edmund Hillary, and Chris Bonington filled my head with vivid descriptions of wild places and dangerous, unique adventures. My parents thought I might fall in with the wrong crowd, the way I was going. But when I turned 12, I suddenly settled down and became, almost, a model child. My father had channeled my energy into athletics, and I loved it. Because of the 1956 Melbourne Olympics, little athletics was booming, and I found I had a natural ability, especially in high jump and triple jump. After training hard, I went on to win regional, state, and national competitions. I vice-captained the 1976 Victorian schoolboys team in Sydney, and even made it to the qualifying rounds of the Commonwealth Games. Martial arts also featured strongly in my upbringing. After being beaten up at Sindal Technical School a few times, I watched Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon in 1973. I started Goju Kai Karate in Ashwood shortly after under Tino Sobrano, one of the grandfathers of karate in Australia and father to Kate Sobrano. Karate taught me discipline, respect, honour, and how to get back up off the floor when knocked down to keep fighting. The training and physical conditioning were very tough. I'd do 1,000 push-ups or sit-ups in a single session, and there were many bloody noses and falls to the floor, winded from kicks to the stomach. At 18, I finished Year 12, but I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. University didn't appeal, so I worked at a tree surgery company just around the corner from where I lived. At work, I met Jack, who had spent the last few years travelling worldwide. I was hooked when he told me stories about his travels each lunchtime. I saved every cent I could, and just after my 19th birthday, headed off to explore the world.